Yo, what's up everyone? Welcome back to a brand new video, and today I'm gonna be talking about everything that's happening right now in the GT7 scene. So we just had the Berlin World Tour, of course, last week. We also have a lot of new competitions coming up. We have the new Spec III update being announced, of course, with loads of changes for the game. So I'll be talking about that. Also, we have Pulpí live event very soon, where I will be participating myself with my team. And there will be a lot of good drivers there. So yeah, I'm just gonna be talking about everything that's happening. So yeah, let's just get right into it. So yeah, let's start off by looking at the Berlin World Tour. Of course, last Saturday, we had the Berlin World Tour, and yeah, we had the Manufacturers Cup and Nations Cup. Of course, I was there as well in person. There were a lot of people there. A lot of the community came together at the event. It was very fun. I had a great time there. But of course there were also some races that were important for the ranking, of course, of the GT World Series this year. So yeah, let's see who did well, who didn't do so well. Starting off with Manufacturers Cup, we had Kylian Drumont, the driver for Subaru, winning at the Nürburgring. We're driving at the Nürburgring 24-hour circuit. And yeah, Subaru came out on top once again, just like in London, where Miyazono managed to win the race in that Subaru as well. So yeah, we had Subaru doing well again. Him and Thomas Lebeau today, who was driving for BMW, basically drove a really good race. They were working together with the two of them, swapping positions every now and then and just not fighting with each other, and they managed to create a good gap and just drive their own race, which is how they finished P1 and P2. Of course, they also had really good cars, but yeah, they did really well in that race. And then in third, maybe some would say it's a surprise, but I already know him as a really good driver. We had Miu Miu, or Mikolaj Sedjak. You might know him as now. He was driving for Nissan, my teammate, and yeah, he got third podium position. We were so happy there. I was there with a lot of PQS drivers, and we were all cheering so much there at the end of the race. We were going insane about the podium, and yeah, we were really happy. So that's what the podium looked like. After that, we had José Serrano in fourth. We had Paul Ura in fifth, and the last point goes to Lucas Bonelli, who is from Brazil. This was the EMEA World Tour for the Manufacturers Cup, but yeah, Lucas Bonelli didn't manage to get his visa for LA, which is in early November. So yeah, he had to swap his World Tour basically with Noah Lanuza for Mercedes, which is why he was driving, and he managed to get a P6, 1 point. So yeah, for drivers that didn't get any points, we had Valerio Gallo with Honda. This P7, by the way, with that Honda is really good, because the Honda is extremely shit at the Nürburgring because of the curbs, and the Honda has a really bad suspension. They did raise the ride height a little bit for the event for the Honda, but it wasn't enough to really make the Honda any good still. So yeah, P7 for him, not bad, but no points. We had Kai de Bruin in P8. Driving having not the most luck ever, being quite unlucky during the race, but yeah, P8 with the Toyota. We had Jay Murphy, who is of course a newcomer, just like Mikolaj Sedjak, of course, but yeah, getting P9 with the McLaren. João Jesus in P10 with Ferrari, also newcomer. Giorgio Mangano not really doing a great job with that Lexus. I would have expected the Lexus to do a little bit better, to be honest. Yeah, I would say disappointing P11 there for Giorgio. And we had Naif Alfala in P12, also not driving the luckiest race of all time. And I think he spun at the end because of dead tires, because the tire wear was really high for that race. So yeah, that's what the results look like for Manufacturers Cup. Yeah, let's go over to Nations Cup. Yeah, for Nations Cup, we had José Serrano also once again winning. So we had the back-to-back winner in Nations Cup and Manufacturers Cup compared to the London World Tour here in Berlin. Yeah, José actually came kind of out of nowhere. You would expect José, as a great driver, of course, to already be starting at front and stuff, but no, he actually had quite a difficult sprint race, first at Monza, and then yeah, he somehow like always, manages to get back to the front and win the Berlin World Tour. Now this was a wet race, there were some weird strategies going on, so yeah, he did get kind of lucky, I suppose, but yeah, it's José Serrano. Like, you cannot really call everything luck, he's just a phenomenal driver. So yeah, he got the win in the end. We had Valerio Gallo in P2, manages to stay close on the leaderboard to Jose with his result. And yeah, otherwise Jose would probably be way in the lead if Valerio didn't get second there. Yeah, we have Kai de Bruin, my fellow Dutchman, in P3. Really happy with that result, and he was as well, of course. He drove a great race. Actually, it looked like he might have been able to win the race, but yeah, did get kind of unlucky on the strategies. He had to pit one more time compared to the others for the final stint, but he went to inters, whereas some of the other drivers who also had to do it went to softs, and I think that was actually really smart play from Kai, because the pit lane was really wet still, and yeah, everyone who went to softs lost so much time in the pit lane already, where the AI drives so slowly. That's how Kai managed to gain a lot of time and pull off a P3 in the podium. So good points for him. His first points, didn't get any points in London. Miyazono, the reigning champion, in 4th then, not having the greatest season so far, but yeah, does manage to get some points at least on the board. We have Takuma Sasaki in P5. He actually put it on pole for the sprint race. That was a surprise, I think, to many people, but again, he does seem to be quite consistent this year. Got 3 points in London, now 2 points in Berlin. Solid result for him, I guess. Paul Ura, not having the great result, only in 6th. It did get 2nd in London, of course, so yeah, he will be dropping down a little bit on the leaderboard with that result. At least still gets a point, and drivers who didn't get a point are Thomas de Boutele, who was also driving with Kai and Kilian, who is behind Thomas on the leaderboard, and they were driving together for most of the race at the front, until the weird strategies came into play with the rain and stuff, and I think that's basically what did it for Thomas and Kilian, why they finished so low down, unfortunately, in P7 and P8. No points. Adriano Carrozza, P9. Guy Barbara, P10. Samuel Cardinal in P11. And Angel Inestrosa in a disappointing P12. All getting no points as well in the Nations Cup. So yeah, then we had the Spec 3 update that was announced this week, actually, with like loads of new stuff. So yeah, let's go through everything that got announced in the Spec 3 update. So first of all, the Spec 3 update will be coming in December. Yeah, we don't know the exact date yet, but we do know that it will, well, according to rumors, most likely be around Christmas time. Now, there is the Fukuoka World Finals, the 20th and the 21st of December, so yeah, we'll have to see if it comes before that or after that, if the drivers are gonna have to practice on very short notice with new physics or whatever. It's gonna be interesting to see, but let's hope they maybe do it after. So everything goes normally for the World Finals. Yeah, what is announced then? Yeah, in the Spec 3 update we have 2 new tracks coming to the game. Montreal, the Canadian GP circuit, and we also have Yas Marina, the Abu Dhabi GP circuit, coming to the game. So yeah, 2 new IRL tracks. I'm really excited for those because we haven't had new tracks in such a long time, and also IRL tracks, very known tracks, is really cool. I can't wait to drive those. For me, that's the most exciting part of the new Spec 3 update. And then we also have 8 new cars, including the Ferrari 296 GT3, which is such an improvement compared to the 458. We were 2 generations of cars behind, but we finally got the 296 coming to the game in December. We also have 7 other cars. Some of them are already known. It looks like they're quite cool cars, so I don't know exactly what they are, but I'm really excited for those. Then we also have new Dunlop tires coming to the game. So in the Berlin World Tour, Dunlop was announced as a new sponsor for Gran Turismo, which means we have dropped Michelin. So yeah, new tires means probably a new physics model as well, new tire physics. as is usually the case with new tire sponsors in the game. So yeah, we'll have to see what the physics bring, and if they will be better than they are now. We are driving on a very understeer heavy physics model right now, so let's hope it's a little bit more tricky, a little bit more difficult to drive, because yeah, I would like to see that, to be honest. Now we also have something called data logger coming, and that basically means telemetry in game. So you will be able to probably see your lines compared to other people, like the Ghost. You can watch from what the screenshots that these look like that they have shared. It looks like you can see exactly what kind of lines you're taking. You will also be able to see your input data compared to other people, maybe compared to yourself as well. I don't know the exact details, as I said, but yeah, it looks like we're getting loads of stuff in that data logger. I'm really excited to see that. It's definitely something that will make a huge difference, I think, in the competitive scene, as it will be one of the main ways to improve your lap times, I think, and it will be really important to yeah, basically get better at the game and maybe qualify for a world tour. So yeah, if you guys are excited for that as well, if you guys want to learn more about it, I will probably, by the time that drops, try to make some videos on how it works and hopefully help you guys the best I can with the new data logger. And we also have the collector level cap being increased. Not that important for me personally, but if you're an offline player, if you like to collect all the cars, this yeah, might be cool for you, so you can increase your collector level. We also have unlimited car invitations in Brand Central, making it much easier to collect all the cars in Brand or in the game. We have enhanced weekly challenges, again something for the single player enjoyers. I'm not too much of a single player enjoyer, but I'm sure this will be cool. New opening movie, also quite cool, of course. I don't really look at the opening movie when opening the game, but I guess it's something new. New menu books, new events, and circuit experience. Now, I don't know what this means actually. I think people are kind of looking over this one, because new events is circuit experience. Not usually circuit experience is just every track has a circuit experience. You have all the sectors, and then you have the full lap, of course. But new events sounds to me like it's something different. I don't know how that will work, so I'm curious to see. New curations and scapes. I suppose this means locations. I don't know. Maybe new options for the scapes. Could be cool for making those cool scapes if you want. If you are like an scapes enjoyer. And we have improvements to online races. Now, the online mode isn't at the best state right now. The lobbies are a bit buggy, and there are network issues sometimes. Netcode is not that great, so, and there are a lot of options missing in lobbies, lobby menus and settings and stuff, and sport mode isn't that great. So maybe we'll see some improvements there. Let's hope so. Let's hope they yeah, finally change the things that we have already been telling them to change for a long time. We'll see. So yeah, that's everything we know, at least for the Spec 3 update. Now, something else I quickly wanted to talk about is the last AMG Virtual Championship round. So we had round 5 at the Red Bull Ring, for Gran Turismo, that is. We had a dry race and a wet race. Really interesting. I'm participating in it. I got a 4th and a 2nd place, but that's not really why I want to talk about it, because we also seem to have a new bug in the game that came with the recent update, it seems, where the game can completely freeze. Now, Valerio Gallo, who's in my split for the championship, I think first discovered this, or at least I first heard about it from him. He was having the issue while trying to join the lobby, while practicing for the round. Luckily, didn't have any issues during the races itself, and he won both of them in our split. But yeah, Jack Balding also had the issue with the bug. The bug is basically that the game can sometimes completely freeze. You have to turn off your steering wheel, I think, to fix it. It's like you have to maybe turn off your PS5 and stuff. It's not ideal. It's quite a big bug, and you basically, or you can get no force feedback right now as well in lobbies. It looks like Jack Balding, who is first in the championship, by the way, or well, was first, had the bug in the 2nd race. They restarted it because he had it at the start of the race, I think, or during qualifying, or I don't know. But yeah, even after the restart, he got the bug again, and they had to continue the race, and that means he got 0 points in that round, and he's now 7th in the championship. It's of course a combined leaderboard with the other games, so he was doing really well. He was on course to win the championship, but unlucky after that bug, and yeah, he's probably out of it now. But he still has a chance, of course, but it's not looking very likely, unfortunately. So yeah, let's hope PD manages to fix this bug very quickly, because it seems to be breaking lobbies quite badly, and it could even impact other championships that are coming soon. So yeah, not great, but let's hope they fix it. Yeah, and one of the new championships that is coming very soon to the game, or will be held in the game, is ERL, hosted by VCO Esports. And yeah, basically ERL is a team championship with some of the biggest sim racing teams in the world, competing across 6 different games, I think. And yeah, one of those games is Gran Turismo. The championship will be very soon. It will in fact be on the 25th of October. I had to check it a little bit. But yeah, it will be a really big event, I think, on the 25th. So make sure to tune into their socials, into the live streams to check it out. I will be telling you more about it once it comes towards that. And I will also be participating myself. Driving for Referbox Racing, Referbox Esports. I don't really know the exact name, but yeah, I will be driving it myself, so I'll update you guys more on that championship when the time comes for the championship. And then I have one more thing to talk about, and that is the Pulpí live event. GT Pulpí is in 2 weeks' time. Now, if you're not up to date with what Pulpí is, basically it's a live event hosted in Spain, in Pulpí, which is in like southern Spain, hosted by Mach25 Gaming, who have been hosting team competitions for multiple years now. This is the 4th Pulpí live event, and the 2nd year with the team championship. So last year we competed as well as VQS, but it was all very last second. And we got 6th there at the event. There's a big prize pool actually for the event, but if you don't win, it's basically you're always gonna lose money going there. But it's such an epic event that a lot of teams just go there to have fun and stuff. But yeah, this year we are looking really good as our team. If you have a look at the teams participating, we are probably the favorites with Vanquish Esports. We got 1st in the season, basically. So there have been championships across the entire year, each having their own number of points, associated with the championship. So some of the championships were worth way more points than others, and we competed the entire year to gather points to qualify ourselves for the live event. We got 1st in the ranking, so we're looking good. We also have teams such as Owls competing, Kraken, Stains. We have GTS92. We have Outplayed Racing, which will be one of our biggest opponents. Outplayed Racing, they of course are driving with Valerio Gallo, with Popcorn and stuff. Just really good drivers in general. And yeah, they got 1st in G Series, the biggest competition of the year. We got 2nd in that one. So yeah, it will be interesting to see how the live event turns out. There's so many teams coming, and all of them are really good. So I'm really excited for that. I've been practicing a lot, and yeah, I really hope that we can win it this year. There's a €1,000 prize pool for the win, and that's what we are going for at least. So yeah, I might make some content as well. Check out the VQS socials when we get near the event. Check out my socials to stay up to date. The live event will be the event will be taking place from the 9th of October to the 12th of October. The 10th to the 13th of October, but the important race days are on the 11th and the 12th for you guys to watch. So make sure to check the Mach25 Gaming YouTube and Twitch, I think, as well. They might be live on. I think mainly YouTube though. There will be actually an English broadcast this year. If you are interested in that, if you're interested in the Spanish broadcast hosted by Alejandro Garnata, you can check out the Spanish broadcast. But do also check out the English broadcast. And yeah, I'm really excited for that. So yeah, stay up to date on all the socials. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.